Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of Sunset City TV. My name is Jack, and I've got to tell you, I've just probably witnessed one of the best Melbourne City performances in a long, long time. I'll start putting the word out to everybody else here. Chris, Daniel, your opinion, your thoughts?
It was a brilliant game. Bloody good game.
Did you think that straight from the start, the boys looked very confident? There was no hesitation. They seemed comfortable as well. Did you pick that out or?
Yes, and they looked structured. They were very structured. It looked like the break didn't affect them.
Yeah, like I said, everything that I said last night in the show. I mean, what I saw now, I did not expect that at all. Okay, so no. I'm in humble pie at the moment.
Throw out the calculator.
Yeah.
Okay, so Costa, you've seen more games than what we have, obviously. What's your take on tonight's game? I mean, Melbourne City really came out to play, and they really wanted the points.
Oh look, they were hungry. They were hungry for the football. They chased. Lachie Wales today, probably the best game I've seen him play all year. He was hungry for the ball. Yeah, we know he hasn't got a good finish. You know what I mean? And that's what's lacking in his game. But the run he gave us along the wing, man, was just phenomenal. Like I said last night, I thought it would go down to the wire. I thought it was going to be a 1-0 win City, but a hard-fought win. But what I've seen today, mate, it was just unbelievable. I didn't expect it. I was more on your side, what you were saying last night, that the lead up to the game, that we was 2-3 months without football. They said 100 and something days.
Yeah.
All right. Now, it doesn't matter how fit you are on the training track. Everybody that's played a professional sport or a team sport, that doesn't mean nothing. You know what I mean? It plays a part, but it doesn't mean game fitness is different, yeah? So what I've seen today is probably the best game City's played all year.
I think you and I have got a similar thought here, because we're both kind of speechless in the way that the boys actually went out there and went out to do a job. I'm going to ask now a very interesting question to a young man here who's been, not so in favour of Lachie Wales. Joshy, Lachie Wales tonight. Surely he impressed you, surely.
Yeah, he played well.
Would you say this is one of the best games?
Yeah, it's his best game of the season, no doubt. But I'm pretty sure we're all thinking he's going to do that after all the comments that was made about him in training and stuff like that.
And the hairdo?
I like it.
I'm
a fan for the hairdo. I'm a fan.
My thoughts. I thought Lachie was amazing. He found position. He got into position. He was ready. He was, pinpoint accuracy today. I can't fault his game today. And the hair, he looks like Supersonic. And he ran like Supersonic. He did. He was everywhere. He was everywhere on the field, and you can see it with the hair, and it's amazing. I think he was our best player. I'm impartial to Noon. I'm impartial to Noon. He's my boy, but Lachie was just phenomenal today. Yeah. If he plays like that, I want him on the pitch every day.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Jace.
Yo.
Jason.
Jace.
Mate.
Yeah.
Not once did I hear you say "Wake Up City," which means, mate, you must have been impressed as well with the game, right?
Yes.
What's your take?
2-0. That is impressive. Let's be honest. They're top of the league. They're the team to everyone wants to beat, and today we actually showed that we can actually beat them and actually play a beautiful brand of football. It's amazing.
I never thought in my time
we haven't had a lot of football
that Jason will be speechless.
Wow.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
But you know what? It's not only Jason that's speechless. It was Andy Harper as well.
But it's a mumble pie as well.
Exactly.
I'm just going to bring up some figures between ourselves and.
I'm not here at all, Jack. Yeah, thanks.
Poor Blake.
I'm going to ask you a question. I'd just like you to settle down, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, Blakey, you tell me, like I said, you've been at the club, since day dot. I've never. So I'll put it to you guys right now, okay? So we've seen the boys play. Again, fantastic performance. What can we expect from this team?
They can go all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And I reckon they'll get their Asian Championship spot.
100%.
I reckon I know that the premiership's already wrapped up for Sydney, but if we play like that for the rest of the season and come against Sydney in the final again, I reckon we'll do the same.
I agree. The players said it. They're coming out to win. They want to get the trophy. They want the silverware, and that's what they showed today. They made a statement today, and a very big statement. They've put the bar up high, and everyone else has to catch City for a change.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that also as a bit of a, I guess, a bit of a, what do you call it? Bit of a disadvantage now, because in the past we've seen City come out and play a brilliant game, okay? Then you watch them play the following week, and we tend to sort of, go back in our shell again. Do you see maybe where perhaps we probably turned the corner? And I know it's early, but considering what we saw tonight and the way that the boys embraced the match and obviously the difficulty of the situation as well, do you see that are we going to go back in our shell, or are we, can we continue on from where we left off tonight? Can we improve from tonight?
That's what I feared. I feared that from last night's show. Welcome to the crew, Joshua. I feared that. I said that last night, that normally City this season, they'll keep that 1-0 lead, and all of a sudden they'll go in their shell, and and I said to you during the game, as the game was dragging, Sydney was getting more confident and attacking more. That second goal sort of killed them, but there was signs there where, even though we were dominating the game, we were doing little mistakes that cost us, that could have possibly cost us. Like, I don't know, to be honest, how Barbarouses missed that goal is beyond me. He normally gobbles them up. So,
He fell asleep. Yeah.
But I think it's going back to what Blake said. The boys actually don't look like they've had a 100-day game break. They look like they've been playing consistently. And I think that they've actually really put the hard yards out there on the track in training, and to get their game back, that they're hungry for it. Not being able to play for so long has made them just as hungry as us fans to see them hold the silverware.
True. Yeah, Josh is loving it.
Josh is loving
Josh,
it.
you rotate your phone.
Turn your phone to the side for us, Joshy. There we go.
That's it.
But like I said with Sue on Tuesday, because you guys have watched it, it's been 10 years, and they're going to do it when none of the fans can beat it. And okay, I'll be a little bit upset I can't be there, but I can guarantee you I'll be in my house crying my eyes out, because the boys have finally done it.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear when I was saying yesterday about Lafondra and Barbarouses, they haven't been scoring many goals?
Yes.
Yes.
It proved it all today. They only scored 1 goal. The 2 strikers in the last 2 games, they came out today, no confidence. And even again today, you could tell from Barbarouses hasn't scored in two games, had an easy chance to score, didn't score because he had no confidence.
So before we move on, we'll give Josh his thoughts on the game. Josh, mate, how are you feeling after that, brother?
I am so happy to give it to those. I'm not gonna swear since you're recording, but yeah, give it to Sydney. It was very nice, I must say. We dominated completely, I reckon. Like Costa said, we were quite lucky that Costa didn't score, but I got a bit worried when Delbridge was at right back, but it turned out to be a back 3, which really worked the treat because we shut them down completely. Wim Bickler was good. Curtis was good. Excuse the pun there. Delbridge was good. And yeah, Nooney was fantastic. I loved his energy. He didn't stop running. I think the season of winter is really helping him. He even said he prefers it over summer, which really showed. J-Mac, oh, what a finish. And Florin was really good today as well. And Brillante doing what Brillante does best, just stays in front of that defense. Glover, not really much work to be done.
That's good.
I reckon we dominated completely. We deserved to win that game and deserved 3 points, and we got that second spot, which I'm really stoked about. On to next game.
So what I can tell you guys is the last time that we actually beat Sydney 2-0 was actually last season, with March 17, 2019, up in Sydney, we won 2-0. I mean, Shea Harrison was on the score sheet that night. He scored both goals. So, yes, very, very, very impressive win. Who do we play next?
Adelaide.
Okay.
In 10 days.
Okay, so that should give us a bit of time to, I guess, regroup again and just continue on where we left off tonight, I guess.
I reckon this was Lockie Wales today.
Yeah, definitely supersonic. See, I told you, supersonic. He had the hair and all.
He was impressive, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I was actually like, I'm like Josh,
That final
little
product
Josh.
with Wales,
I kind of like get frustrated with Lockie Wales, but today I just have nothing but praise.
There's only one little thing he had.
that final product.
Yeah, when the ball got put through to him and he tried to pass it off to McLaren.
McLaren, the final product.
If he took a touch and dribble past a little bit, it would have been an easy goal for McLaren. But, that's things we work on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's also exhaustion.
Yeah. The minor question to the group is the boys that came off the bench. Again, I was a little bit skeptical, not having, I guess a player like Susueta, for example. But I thought Connor Metcalf did reasonably well coming on. Rami could have scored one. Moody looked a little bit slow, but a little bit more match time, he might do something. But what do you guys think of the substitutes?
I think he did the right decision with Atkinson, putting him in and replacing Wales with Atkinson. That was the best decision because Atkinson was good in that spot.
Do you think he's the X factor in the forward line? If it's a close situation, it's 0-0, 10 minutes to go. Switch Atkinson for, say, a Lockie Wales, for example, up forward. Would he be like the X factor?
I think he will because he's underrated.
Yeah.
He's
He
very
definitely showed it when he came on.
very underrated.
Very underrated, and he can do some unexpected things.
Yeah.
He's done it before.
And Moody, yes, I agree with you, Jack. He's a little bit slow at the moment, but I reckon if he has a couple of more games, he might actually pick up his pace.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I agree with all what you guys say. I think the team was structured and played well football. With the Moody side of things, I think maybe with him it's because he's leaving us at the end of the season. He's probably, I don't know, his heart's probably not there.
Fearful of injury?
Yeah.
Well, he's only going on loan.
Yeah, we can get him back.
He's only going on loan.
Yeah, but this is his time to shine and try get a permanent position where he's going.
Right, and you think that
true.
they've all had the same training, and you think that he should. When you get it, like I remember when I was playing gridiron, every time I got my chance to show the coach that you should start me, man, I gave everything.
Yeah, but you were a freak back then.
But that's what they should be. They're A-League players. They should be. They're not. They're professionals. I was just doing it because I love the game. They're professionals. Yeah. They're getting paid to perform, and you can't have a slow and they've all had the same preparation. Young kids grab it and run with it. That's what I'm trying to teach, like young Joshua. that the opportunity's there. Grab it and run with it. It's not gonna be there for long. And look, oh yeah, he's on loan. All right, we're loaning him out. What happens? Just touch wood. Jamek goes down and out for a few months with injury, and we have to
knock on
recall
wood.
him. No, and we have to recall him. What are we going to do? We're going to have someone that's half-assed, or we're going to have someone that's going to give us everything.
I get where you come from there, Costa.
Sorry, Blakey.
I said I get what you mean by that.
Yeah.
That was my mentality when I was playing as well. I gave 100%, no matter
That's
what.
right. And we
Even
always,
if I was coming off them.
yeah, we always got taught. There's two things: either you're injured or hurt. If you're injured, you can't play. If you're hurt, you can play. But I want you to give me 100%. And I'm not having a dig at him, because if I was any better, or if I was that good, I'll be wearing his top for Melbourne City. You know what I mean? So I'm not taking nothing away from him. But when the opportunity comes, he has to grab it and run with it. That's what makes you a starter or a third string. Because at the moment, he's a third string.
I just don't think his heart's in it.
You know?
I think he's thinking about. I think he's thinking about his future, his loan, his prospects, his opportunities, and he doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah, but you got to show your full potential now.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's the slowest he's ever been. And I think he's trying to be cautious, and he's disadvantaging the team. And if he's going to be like that, he needs to speak up and say, hey, you know what? Don't play me.
Yeah, look, I'm not taking nothing from him, but it's...
Yeah,
look,
you're right, but you're right.
The Sons of City is all about praising our team. And we don't stand for negative or abuse to our players or our club. But the fact is that you've had the same training, the same routine as all of the Melbourne City boys did. You're a prospect, and the club's focusing on you. All right. If they thought you were crap, they would have sold you. I thought they did sell him, but I was corrected. They loaned him out. All right. The reason why a big club loans out a young player is to get game time and match fitness. That's standard. All right. Now, if we were serious for wearing our colours, saying, you know what, yes, thank you, I'm going to take every opportunity, because they're not going to be there for long. That's what I reckon.
Can I say some on
Yeah.
about Moody though? I'm a bit worried. Like, he does need a loan, I agree, but MacArthur might be a good choice. But the problem with MacArthur is, are they going to give him game time? That's what I'm worried about. Is Ante going to give him game time? Because they're making all these good signings at the moment, and I just don't see Moody starting games. I see them signing a top striker. I hope he comes off the bench and gets minutes throughout the season for them. But yeah, that's what I'm worried about, his game time, if he does go to MacArthur.
The issue right now, right, they're probably watching him and going, why should we give this young kid game time when he's not even showing potential?
Yeah, exactly.
Very true.
It would be hypocritical too, but, you know, like right now, if I was giving a loan to MacArthur, I'd be giving you 200% at City to say, look, I want to be your number one striker. I can do it, but realistically, man, he's not going to show it.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you, Jason. You know, if you want to, and look, these kids have got the opportunity to play in the A-League, man. You know what I mean? And just take it and run with it. That's all. We know we could do it. We're not downing his ability, because I'll tell you now, Citigroup wouldn't invest in him if they didn't think he could play. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just
And
take
he was
it and
controlling
run.
MPL.
Sorry?
He was controlling in MPL. He was leading the goal scoring in
Yeah.
MPL.
We're having some internet issues. It's really slow.
Session right here. I'll ask a question right here, guys, because we've had this conversation once before about Rami and his style of play. So my thoughts on this, you guys know that, but probably at NPL level, guys like Moody and Rami are given virtually license to do whatever they want. Okay, and that's why we get an exciting brand of football from these two players. Do we feel that when they step up to the senior team, perhaps they're being restricted? Instead of actually being given that the same sort of license to say, hey guys, you're the future of the Australian football. Right? Go out there and do what you guys do best. But to me, it appears that both players seem to be restricted by whatever the coach wants them to do.
And that's how it's going to be wherever you go, Jack. They're going to say, all right, in the lower league that you're playing in, you're free to do what you want. But as soon as you come into this team, you're going to do what we want you to do. So it should be that they're trying to play the same style of football as the men's team. So they're preparing for if they get called up.
Yeah.
But then don't you find that something like that, for example, like you say, let's take Moody. He's going online for what, 12 months? What if he's given that opportunity at Macarthur to apply his trade as he's doing in the NPL and he starts scoring a bag of goals?
And that's up to the coach, to be honest. That's up to the coach.
We get that, Blakey. We get that it's a coach's decision in the end. We understand all that. But what I'm trying to say is that, look, when you're playing for a professional club, show me what you could do, and I'll give you that free run. You know what I mean? It's like saying going to Man United and say to Pogba, you can't do your glory runs. I don't want you to do your glory runs. You know what I mean? I don't want you to take on shots outside the box. You know what I mean? Show me what you could do, and then you could do it. Imagine taking, you know what I mean? It's show me, and then you'll get the ticket to run. He hasn't shown anything yet.
It's up to him to show it. To be honest, in the end of the day, it's up to me to show his potential if he wants to.
So, guys, just trying to sum up, tonight's performance. Obviously, a lot of positives. Just going right around the room. Was there anything that perhaps did not work out for us tonight? I know it's pretty hard to. Sorry,
not
Chris?
that I could see.
Yeah,
they look really classy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with anything we had tonight.
Probably composure in the final third, because the goals did come from Sydney mistakes, and we did have a lot of chances, and we got to finish off those chances. We've always had a problem with finishing off our chances, but probably that's it. The rest was fantastic. Probably one of our best this season. We've been really good, for our first game back. Yeah, that's probably pretty much it, what I would say.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah, I'll agree with Joshy.
Look, for me, I because I love the game, I think our backline at times was a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Especially that part where Costa Barbarousos had that one-on-one with the keeper. He slipped, he hit the grass, whatever, and he missed the goal. Yeah, thank you. They got to get their backline wasn't communicating well together. And like I said in previous conversations we've had, when Dino was in goals, the defenders listened to him.
Glover's not as vocal.
When Glover's in goals, he hasn't got that vocal. That he hasn't got that figure, that presence where demands his defenders to go in positions. You know what I mean? And that scares me. But overall, awesome performance.
Con, you're right.
Yeah.
Go, Josh.
I'll go on. Yeah, no, I was just saying, don't I agree. Just don't forget he is one of the youngest starting keepers in the league. He's still young. So got to remember.
And that's a part of his game he needs to work on, because when you look at the top performing keepers in the league, they're very vocal, and he's not as vocal as what he needs to be. He should be able to read the play and demand where the player needs
That's right.
to go.
And that's what scares me.
He knows his gaps. He's covering his post. They need to cover his other side.
Yeah, that's what scares me. That's the only thing from tonight's performance, because Sydney's a team that runs on. If Sydney scored that goal from Barbarouses, I guarantee you we would have fallen a little bit back and invited them to come to us a bit more and play more of a defensive game, and that could be dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they would have pulled it back to defensive.
And
What
that's
about you, Jack?
Look, I felt that our back line was quite strong. Okay, I felt also in some cases where they weren't talking to each other. Okay, so you get two players going for the same ball, but then again, look, it happens. To be honest, I'm still speechless because I did not expect what I saw tonight. To be honest, I didn't know what I was going to expect. What I saw tonight was a City team that I'm so proud of. Obviously, playing away from home. I don't call this a home game. I don't care what they say. It's an away game, right?
Definitely.
We're obviously, I would have loved the banter, which would have happened out on the field, but obviously, Victoria being the COVID state, I would have loved the banter out on the field. But tonight, I tell you what, if you're not a fan of Melbourne City and you watch it for the first time tonight, I reckon you would have become a Melbourne City supporter straight away. That way, amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, guys, look, unless anybody else has got any more questions or anything else to
I've
say.
got a question. Just one last one.
Go for it.
That was just, as I was watching the game, Florin, he's off contract. Do we give him an extension on Marquee if he keeps going the way he's going? If he has the rest of the season with those performances, would you give it to him?
Yes.
Depending if Sieta is going to come back.
But he said that he wanted to stay on.
And there's rumours about the salary cap getting cut. I don't know if that's going to happen. Like the cap's going to reduce. I'm not sure. Yeah, Blake might know more.
I don't think it's going to reduce, because if they reduce it,
I hope not.
I
hope not. It won't. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I
But
hope
didn't they say McLaren's salary doesn't go on our salary cap?
So Marquis
It'll be
salaries.
Florin.
Yeah. Marquis salaries do not go on the salary cap.
Like Florin's our marquee, yeah? He's getting paid outside the cap, yeah? So if we're going to get Sulsaeta back, right, how are we going to make it work? That's the only question. How are we going to
The thing is, I think if you go to final, we're taking you off Marquis and Benicio Theatre in as Marquis.
Yeah.
I reckon he will take the pay cut because at the moment, where else do you see Florin going to go?
Probably back to France in the second division, maybe.
To be honest, the A-League compared to France second division, I'll choose the A-League.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, it's not as it's not that big of a league, the second division, let alone. But yeah, no, I agree with you. If he does take a pay cut, I'll happily have them both. If we can fit him in, it'll be good.
But there was an article in the paper saying that he wants to stay on in Melbourne. He likes it here. He loves Australian life. He doesn't want to go back to France. So I agree with Blake. He would more than likely take a pay cut.
No. I'll trade with him.
Jackie boy, I think that's all the time we have tonight.
Okay, so look, guys, thank you very much for the show and so forth. For all the viewers, please put in some comments on your videos. Let us know what you thought of it, any ideas, that sort of thing. I just probably want to leave with a quick editorial, if I may. So tonight, in theory, we should have been at Amy. Okay, we should have been there, cheering the boys on, and like I said, excited for the win, but absolutely gutted that I wasn't there with you guys, and I'm sure you guys are also gutted, but you know, we went there live to see the boys play. So for all of you out there, just grab a mask, put it on, and just keep it on so that we can keep this virus out of the way, okay? Without this, we can't get Amy, okay?
Right.
So I don't care what your, you know, what your thoughts are on this, but at the moment, it's this thing here, but we've got to keep wearing, okay? So let's put it on and let's just kick COVID-19 in the ass and let's go back to where we belong, man. And that's watching the boys play live, okay? Thanks, guys, and tune in for our next episode.
Can I say one thing? Just
Yeah.
one thing that I would like to say thank you for Blakey for through this game linking us all up to chat. And to Tanya Davies, can't wait to have you on our show.
And she's looking forward to it. So that again, on behalf of the Sons of City and the S19 Crew TV, we are the Suns. Come on, you City boys.
Good episode, lads.
Imagine me and you. I do. I think about you day and night. It's how we ride. That's the girls you know. And all the time. So happy together.
And that's why we're not going to be active area.
That's right. And you're standing on the streets.
Bye, Chief.